Hello, everybody. Nah, my little radio voice. Like my radio voice. Hello, everybody. I sound like a Frasier. You now tune in to Seattle's best, Frasier Crane. I hope we don't have any young audience out there. They're like, who the hell is Frasier Crane? Well,
Hallmark.
where do I start? He started on Cheers. No, I'm joking. But hello, everyone. This is the So Mixed Up podcast, back with episode 5. I'm not a host. I'm your co-host. We're both co-hosts, I guess. Yeah. Whatever. Joshua.
And I'm the co-host, Margarita.
Yeah. So, episode 5. It's becoming very routine for us. Miss Spanish, Miss Espanol.
And we're early. It's 9 o'clock.
Yeah, it's 9 o'clock. It's just like 2.5 hours earlier than normal.
You know why? You know why we're filming late?
Why?
Because it's still really light out, so I lose track of time. I'm still thinking it's like 6 o'clock.
I did want to film or record earlier today because they're doing the Teddy Riley and Babyface battle tonight.
Ooh.
I really want to watch that, but time even got away from me until I sat down and I was like, damn, that Teddy Riley battle comes on in like 20 minutes. But whatever, because it's literally like 9 o'clock on the dot. So like it's starting right now, so it's all good.
I mean, we can do it both ways. I'm just kidding.
just have it playing like while it's on, and we'll just listen.
Give them first reactions of everything happening.
Like, oh, look at that! Oh shit! He played Blackstreet is on. But I know it'll be recorded, so it'll probably be up on YouTube in like an hour or so. It's all good. But yes, how's your week been?
So far, it had its moments. I was kind of in a funk earlier of the week, and then during the middle of the week I was alright. Then like yesterday I was ready to go. I was tired of work.
What was your funk about?
Honestly, it was a little bit of everything. I was just like the whole coronavirus, and then my anxiety.
I pushed the wrong button.
Coronavirus! I got you. Don't you worry. I got you.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And then my anxiety and my depression, and then trying to be healthy, trying to get our health kicked back on Monday.
Oh yeah, guys, Monday is
so
on.
This was different. Before last week we told them we're like, yeah, we're gonna get on it and blah blah. But now we actually have a game plan of what we're gonna do. So
yes, for my plan.
Our plan.
Lydia's plan. Well, it was Lydia. I'm saying like the person who came up with it. It was Lydia initially because she told me she was going on a no carb kick and her and Cameron. So I was like, we might could try it, blah 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 blah. But then we was talking. What was this Friday? Or was it yesterday or Thursday?
Thursday.
And we were talking about getting our diet and what we want to be our dietary habits and whatnot. And I was like, let's not do carbs. Listen, Margarita's like, well, let's, try to just do like 2 carbs a day. I'm like, look, that's not really cutting carbs out of you. You're still eating 2 carbs a day.
No. Like, I love carbs. So for me, cutting 2 carbs, and I'm considering like coffee is a carb, oatmeal's carb, bread, pasta, rice, like all this stuff. So I'm limiting myself to 2 a day. And it worked for me. It was really working for me, and I saw changes before we moved in together. So I was like, cool. And then we moved in together, and that went all out the window. But it was working for me. But then you were like, no carbs. And I was like,
yeah, like
fine.
No carbs at all. I was like, maybe like twice a week, not twice a day. I'm like, because for me, I'm like, that's just not really cutting carbs out at all. So yeah, we're gonna try to just not eat carbs, no bread, no pastas, no cereal, oatmeal, what else?
Know. My
nothing, no
flakes.
chips, no nothing. It's just gonna be vegetables. Even certain fruits I hear like a carb, like apples and whatnot. But we had to eat berries, strawberries, blueberries, blackberries.
I don't like blackberries.
Or strawberries and blueberries.
Yeah, I like
our fruits.
And raspberries.
And raspberries, yeah.
But see, the problem is I can't buy those things because our fridge just freezes them all up.
Everything. That's
so.
I mean, I don't know if you don't have to.
I think we do because I
have to have a refrigerator.
Yeah, I feel like when you buy it from the fridge, it goes to the fridge.
It is in the fridge section when we do buy it. Yeah, so that's probably one fruit we do have to keep refrigerated. But yeah, maybe we'll just buy it like on a daily type of basis or like a every other day type of basis, so it doesn't we don't buy too much of it and we won't have to refrigerate it. Possibly, I'll look it up on Google. You know what? Yeah, I'll look it up later. You look it up. But yeah, so that's going to be our new kick. So we'll let you guys know how it's going in a week because it starts tomorrow. No, what's today? Today's Saturday. I'm so used to it because we filmed last Sunday. I'm used to it being Sunday now that fast. But yeah, so it starts Monday.
Monday. It starts Monday, so babe. Monday.
We'll let you guys know on Saturday how we're doing.
It's for real, because I cleaned out the fridge. Yep. I cleaned out our pantry. I was like, this is where some food went to my mom's house, some food went to his parents' house. So it's for real, for real.
We're throwing away all the carbs. We're starting fresh, trying to work out most days. We're trying to go for a stroll on Monday.
Yeah.
Might as well,
because it's supposed to be real ugly during the rest of the week.
The rest of the week's supposed to be real rainy and stormy.
Thunderstorms and blah.
I feel like it rains every other day here, so I think it was raining yesterday. It rained the day before yesterday.
Look,
it rains every day.
That's God's way of saying stay in the house. We got the coronavirus. Stay in the house.
But I legitimately feel like since we moved in here, like at least every other day it rains, and it's just kind of ridiculous.
You know what it is? I feel like the nice days that we've had, we either doing something or we're at work, so we're like, okay, we can't really enjoy it.
Right. And then we're off, it rains or tornadoes blow through.
Yeah, that was wild.
So so yeah, how's work been going for you?
What did it leave off last time? What did I tell you guys? I can't remember. What did I tell you?
They were starting to do, I don't know. I don't remember.
Okay. Well, anyways, I'll start from the top. So now, there's like signs everywhere in the hospital. And so when I first walk in, I have to go straight to screening. I can't even just like, let me go to use the restroom, because they have like security guards and they're very adamant of like directing you to the screening. So the screening has been getting changed a little bit. Before, they would just screen you and then you would get a mask. Now it's like before you walk to get screening, you have to sanitize your hands. Then they ask you like, have you been sick or feeling whatever symptoms in the last 24 hours? You tell them yes or no. They screen you. Then you get a sticker for your badge, and then you get a mask, and then a paper bag to put your mask in at the end of the night when you're done with your shift and throw it away. So that's like a whole another like 2 minutes.
So you're lucky though. You get a new mask every day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, our job, they gave us like 2 masks that we have to wear for that week.
Yeah.
And then the next week, hopefully if they remember, they can give us 2 more masks. But yeah, we don't get the different mask every day. Like, yeah, we get the 2 for the whole week.
No, I mean, we had nicer ones last week than this week. Earlier this week we had nicer ones, and then yesterday I got this crappy looking one. It was so hot. I was like, this is it was like real in my face, like covering up every spot. I was like, this mask is ridiculously hot and I can't breathe. I was sweating. I didn't like it at all. I was sweating.
Yeah, it's just bad because, normally you wear a mask for like a procedure or to go into a room as precautions or whatever, but to wear it for 8 straight hours is just so ridiculous.
And it's even crazy. So like,
not ridiculous as in like we shouldn't do it, just ridiculous as in like,
it's hot.
These aren't meant to be worn for 8 hours straight.
Yeah. And well, I mean, I do a little bit more walking than you do because I deliver to the rooms and stuff. So it's like we're walking and then like you get air, but like not enough so you can like feel calm. And so it's like hot and you're moving and you're going, you're delivering trays, and I'm like, this is too much. But
yeah, it's bad.
We're not even allowed to like take them off. Like,
yeah, they're very, very strict. Like when we first got the mask at my job, they were like, nurses that would come down, and if like any of us weren't wearing any, they were like sending emails to our managers like, they're not wearing masks and none of them. So like, yeah, they're strict about it. There's signs saying like it is required to wear these masks.
The only reason why I heard how like strict they're getting about them at my job, it was because one of the security guards was like, if you don't see an employee wearing the mask, like they have to leave, and like they're gonna talk to the managers. And I'm just like, whoa, like I know we have to wear, and I know the reasons why, but at the same time it's like half of the security guards sit down for their job And so some of us that are
Now
actually
I
moving
understand,
around,
like how to be on your feet all day, walking around with these masks on.
yeah.
Like especially by the grill, it's so freaking hot, and you're just standing there with these masks on. And then like one day last week, I guess 'cause when we had those storms, it knocked the power out for a second. And whenever the power goes out of my job, like for storms or for whatever reason, the ventilators or the ventilation never cuts back on. It always has to either be manually reset or whatever has to happen, but the ventilation wasn't working, so it was just straight dead hot air just around. And with those masks on, it's just like you said, you can't breathe. It's hot, it's like humid. It's but it's a requirement, so we got to wear it. Are those visors and glasses you wear, are they required, or just the mask is required?
So last week, was it 2 weeks ago or last week? I can't remember. Whenever we got like goggles.
It was like about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, so 2 weeks ago we had goggles. We had to wear them. They were mandatory that we wore them when we entered the units. However, since now the other change that we have is we don't deliver to the rooms anymore, so we don't have to wear them.
You told me that. Yeah.
Yeah, that just happened this week. We are no longer delivering to the rooms. So we just gotta give them to the nurse's station, which, okay, my little pet peeve was I just found out on Monday that that's what was happening. I guess the change had happened last week and I was gone. So I went to work. They're like, oh, this is the new regulations, whatnot. Okay, cool. Like, I followed them. But then, like, you have nurses that, like, all of a sudden got, like, all hessy-pessy, like, oh, it's gonna bother me. It's gonna annoy me. And I'm like, we all have rules.
A lot of, I don't want to say it, but, like, especially my time working at Children's when I had to deliver to patients' rooms and whatnot, some of the hucks and the nurses can be very lazy. Like the rooms that like you have to wait for them to give you a meal card, like on 5, where they have to go to the room, get the meal card, bring it back to you. Like one time I was sitting there waiting, and I guess he was trying to page someone, but they weren't answering. But he wasn't doing anything but playing on his phone. So instead of just getting up and just going to the room himself, he had me wait there until he could get in contact with one of the nurses that were around to go to the room to get the meal card to bring it to me. I'm like, bro, if you don't just get up and go do it yourself. So like I'm now sitting here for like 10 minutes waiting on getting this meal card. I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like, get up and go do it. Like, he's just sitting there playing on his phone. I'm like, you can do it. It's not, I think what we were trying to do was call the room to tell the parent to bring it out to me, and there was no other like nurses around, so blah 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 blah. So finally one of the nurses were walking by and said, hey, can you go to 11 and get the bill? I'm like, bro, like, just get up and do it yourself.
Yeah. So that's like, for me, is like, we all have jobs. Yes, we are in a situation where we have a virus going around. At the same time, it's like, I'm doing what I'm being told by my supervisor. I'm sure everybody got an email and they were like, this is what's going to be happening. So like my supervisor is not just telling me to do this and you guys don't know about it. Like, before any changes happen, it goes to the higher up of our like hospital. So they're the ones that are like, okay, this is what we're going to start doing. And then it trickles down.
Right.
So when I heard that, I was just like I really wanted to go off and be like, hey, we all got jobs to do. You guys sit there, like, we are also risking our lives as well, because you guys get to wear gear. We only get a mask and a goggle. Like, you guys get to wear the gowns, and you guys have heavier mask, and you guys get the, what's that fancy one, the N95.
Right.
They get the fancier ones. Like, we get these generic masks that you wear. You get the plain goggles that's supposed to protect us. So it's like, you guys, the nurses, I feel like they have more protection than we do. Mm-hmm. So I don't feel bad that this is the new change. I appreciate it. I feel like it should have happened a lot sooner. These changes should have happened a lot sooner. But at the same time, you can get mad and get hissy-pissy at your supervisor, but he has to go to the higher up. Right.
Which sucks, because a lot of people do kind of, harp on their direct manager, but it's like, sometimes it's not their call, it's the higher up calls that come down to them, you know what I mean? So it's like, you got to, everyone just has to.
Yeah, it took me a lot to understand that part, because I was talking to you, and I was like, babe, and you're like, babe, this is how it has to happen. And it took me a little bit, because I was like, I think where I was getting really frustrated, because I'm a diabetic, so everything that I do, I gotta make sure that I'm doing it to the full extent, because at any moment, if my blood sugar starts to rise, and that means that I'm either getting sick, or if they start to go down low, I also get sick as well. So I'm always like regular checking my blood sugar, making sure that my numbers are kind of in a normal spot where I feel comfortable to go to work. At the moment that my numbers start to kind of bounce around, and they go up, they go down, and they start to get unstable, that means that I'm gonna most likely get sick. And that's what I'm trying to prevent these whole like month and a half that we've been in quarantine. So yeah, I was getting, when everything first happened, I was getting really frustrated. I'm like, you don't understand, this is like, so, but yeah, he brought me down. That was like the moment where I like broke, and he was like, you'll be fine. Like,
she was saying like he doesn't know anything, and I don't understand how he doesn't know, like it, blah blah blah. And I was just like, it's such a new thing, like this has never happened before. So it's like they don't have any, like, there's no page in the manual that says like, hey, this happens, do this. Like this has never happened. So it's like he only knows what his bosses tell him, and they only know what the president of the hospital is telling them, because they're contracted, so they're through different contract. They don't actually work for the hospital, so the president of the hospital has to tell them what's going on, and then they have to tell all of their subordinates what's going on, and then they have to tell the regular employees what's going on. So it goes through so many different chains of command. So it's like, yeah, he might not know what's going on right now, but like once he knows, he'll tell you guys. But it's like it's such a new thing that, and he can't say, oh yeah, go ahead and wear a mask, because if it doesn't come from the president of the hospital, then he can't make any rules. Basically what I was telling her, like he can't make any new rules. He can't say what you can and cannot do, because he doesn't have the authority to do so. Yeah,
and well, my other big thing, like when I was telling Joshua this, I was like, my point was like, where I said he didn't know anything, was the fact that he wasn't even watching the news, so he wasn't knowing what was going on. He was just like, I don't watch the news. And I'm like, how do you not watch the news? Like, this stuff is hitting, and like you're seeing what's happening in China and Italy and, you know, all these other countries. And he was just like, oh, I don't watch the news. And so that's where I was getting like, for him not watching the news because he wasn't educating himself. I get, like, you know, people have their reasons to not watch the news and whatnot. So I was getting frustrated because he wasn't watching, so he wasn't knowing what's happening. Then he was like, I don't know what to do, because he doesn't know job wise. So I was just like, everything was hitting me at once, and I was like, I'm gonna rip his head off.
So yeah, so those were fun times in the beginning.
Oh yeah, and also another fun thing that happened to me at work today. Just found out that I wasn't gonna get paid 4.5 hours that I should have got paid for. Yay.
Fun times. See, it's always fun at work.
It's always great times. How's work for you though this week?
Work is okay. Since they've come up with those new hours, I have to do a little more, but it's whatever. It doesn't bother me that much. I just have to cover the person who we all normally come in at 7, but right now it's only me and the cashier that's coming in at 7. And so I have to do the cooking until 9 when that person comes in, that's their new time now to come in at 9 o'clock. So once that person comes in, then I do my regular job that I normally do. And then the cashier that comes in at 7, they now leave at 1:30. So now I cover the register from 1:30 to the end of the night. So it's okay. It's been so slow.
Let me ask you this question. So what happens if, say you say you have another person that comes in at 7 o'clock that does the cashier. Mm-hmm. So if that person doesn't come in, or does somebody else stay that's already in there till the?
Yeah, we had that problem last week. The cashier called off 2 days in a row.
Yeah.
In that case, what happened? Oh, they had Kyra come out and work the station until 9, and I just did the cashier all night. I just did the cash register all night. So yeah, with us only having 3 people anyway, once someone calls off, it kind of screws up the whole flow of everything anyway. And now with the person that leaves 2 hours early and the person comes in 2 hours later, if one person calls off, so now it's even more of a screw up because we have those 2 hours on each end that are covered by me. So if I'm covering one place and we have a call off, now it's only me working basically. It's like I can't cover all the stations, you know what I mean? So
you should be like, something is about to get shut down.
Right, like, well, no more grill. Guess you just pick you up some chips and some pop and keep it moving. So yeah.
They're gonna be like, pick the cash register over there. And
right.
So I struggled in that word. Did you hear that?
I heard but other than that, it's okay. Like I said, it's just been really slow since they got rid of all the visitors and all of that. So, and just in general, it's just a very slow time. Like even on trade line, it's just so slow. So I'm waiting for everything to pick back up. Definitely try to get my OT in because they canceled all overtime.
Yeah.
So I can't wait till everything picks back up, gets back.
That's gonna be a nightmare.
I can get some overtime because what's gonna be a nightmare?
When stuff like starts picking back up, because I got a few coworkers of mine that they're coasting right now because we're slow.
Oh yeah, making them look like all stars. But wait till it hits back and gets back busy. They're gonna have a world of trouble.
They're gonna be like, I wish we were slow again. And be like, nah, you should enjoy that moment when we had it.
For real, because right now, I'm needing that overtime. But not needing it, wanting it. I like money, okay? So
you love your money.
I can't wait. So right now I'm thinking about going next door and applying part-time at Kroger just because they're like, oh, it's applied today, work tomorrow, because they're in need because they have to stock the shelves and blah, 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 blah. So I'm going to see if they have like a little mid-shift. I work third shift, so I figure if I come home, I'm usually home a little before 4, I can get like 3-4 hours to sleep in, go work a little 4-hour shift, come back and get another 3-4 hours sleep, and then go to work. That's not hard.
You don't sleep much anyway, so I feel like
I don't sleep much anyway. So that honestly, that wouldn't bother me. Like even if I just slept after I came home from Kroger and just got 3-4 hours, that'd be enough for me really. So I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna put in for it and see if they have the need.
Yeah, when he first told me, he was like, he told me about it and I was like, wait, what? He was like, yeah, like, because he's been telling me. I got hesitated for a second because the fact that he's been telling me he's going to do DoorDash for a while. I was like, yeah, I'm going to get up and do DoorDash. And I'm like, and then he never got up and do it.
Because DoorDash is so...
I think it's hit and miss for you.
It's very hit and miss, and it's like, it's not guaranteed money. And that's, always the thing where it's like, okay, I don't want to go out there for 4 or 5 hours and I make $20. You know what I mean? Like, that would just piss me off.
And I even offered, I was like, yeah, you can just do it on the weekends because you're off every weekend. He's like, no, but I want to spend, he's like, well, I'll do it every other weekend. I'm like, just do it every weekend. He's like, no, but I want to spend time with you. I'm like, look, I gave him a whole setup. I was like, look, you can do it. Like dinner time, because you were telling me that dinner time is like popping for you.
Yeah, that's the good times. Like, because lunchtime is just not that popular. Especially, it was more popular when everything was open, all the businesses were open, because that's when a lot of people who are working, they get lunch at their office buildings and whatnot. So it's a lot more popular. But with everything closed, no one's getting lunch.
Yeah, and that was like
DoorDash. So
he's like, well, it's for dinner time. I'm like, yeah, but dinner time is only until 9:00 because restaurants have to be closed until they close at 9. Some closes at 7, whatever the time they're closing. So it wouldn't be like before. I would be like, don't be out too late, because he'll stay out to like 4:00 in the morning doing DoorDash if it stays booming. Like when it stays booming, I don't call it quits. I'd be like, I'm a little tired, but damn, it's hitting. Yeah. So I'm gonna stay out here. I'll DoorDash till I DoorDash sometimes till 2-3 in the morning. Like if it's hitting the way it's hitting. But I don't know, because it's like it's the unguaranteed money of it all. But like I said, even on every other weekend, I can do it every other weekend and get out there for lunch or dinner or whatever, lunch and dinner. I'm saying, and make some good money that way. But working at Kroger part time, it's like that's guaranteed. Like if I work 4 days, 4 hours a day, it's like I know what I'm gonna be getting. If I'm making $13 an hour, whatever,
I know, like, okay, I'm guaranteed to make $300 every 2 weeks or something, you know. So I think that's something that I'm looking into and a route that I may take.
Yeah. Honestly, if I wasn't in school, I think that's something that I am so ready for, is to be done with school. I can't tell you how much I'm waiting for it to be over. It's dragging. And I've had so many different advisors, and they've always kind of screwed me over because they say one thing about my credits, then I need another advisor says something else about my credits. So I've never had solid answers about what I need to do. So I've always worked 2 times hard to get myself back on track when I should have already been on track, because my advisor should have told me. So it's been coming, and I'm like so done with school. But kids, stay in school.
Like,
Finished.
You got 2 terms left. You got this summer class you're about to take. Then you got your fall term, and then it's graduation.
That I'm not gonna go. I'm like, no, I don't even want to go to graduation.
You better go. Your mom ain't gonna let you not go to graduation. So.
Huh?
So your mom's not gonna not let you go to
She already went to one graduation. She was like, it was like 2 hours long. I don't want to go. I'm like, okay, cool.
She'll be there, and she'll want you to go. You better go.
Why?
Because you ain't let me go to the first one.
We weren't even talking in the first one.
I said I want to go, and then she went and graduated and was just like, oh yeah, I graduated yesterday. Like,
You, first of all, you never told me.
I did tell you I wanted to go.
You didn't tell me till after we started dating. You told me last year that you wanted to go to my graduation. Thank you very much. Because the reason why you didn't tell me, because we weren't really talking, and you thought it would be awkward for you to go to my graduation because we weren't even talking. Because it's facts.
Is it facts? Is it?
Yeah.
Well, guys, we're gonna take a short intermission. This is where your ads would go if we had some sponsors. Right around this point where you'd be like, oh, wow, or something like that. O'Reilly, wink, wink. If you want to,
help us out. Hey.
But yeah, we're gonna take a short break that you guys won't even notice.
And we back. I know.
Oh.
I know, but I was like, and we're back with the video though. Video purposes.
I know. You'd be like, it's gonna be like, hey, this is a video exclusive. This won't be on the audio version.
It won't.
Hey.
Hey.
If only we actually had something different to talk about on just the audio version or just the video version, like some exclusive content. Maybe we'll do that for the future.
Yeah.
If you watch the YouTube version, you get specific content or whatever. Or maybe we'll do like a Patreon or something and like have the podcast on Patreon. And
y'all get extra. You get to see
you get special stuff.
See how our minds rolling? Y'all get the extra stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, this ends the video exclusive. Video exclusivity. And we're back. Told you guys, you wouldn't even notice that we were gone. What was it, like a snap of a finger? Unless you was watching on the YouTube.
Dun, dun, dun.
But anyway, what are you looking forward to this summer? I know we're fast approaching summer, even though the world is shit right now. But
I mean, one thing I'm hoping is we get married. I know that you said we're already married in spirit and whatnot. And
mind, body, and soul. No, I'm joking.
And you're like, you're like basically my wife. I don't know. That's something that I'm looking forward to, is hopefully us getting married and then us having our celebration, our wedding celebration, and then also just being able to hang out with our family without the whole be careful, don't hug you. Okay, did I tell you I tried to hug my mom, right? I said yesterday we went to go pick up the thermometer. I was like, Mom, give me a hug. She's like, no, just air hugs. You know what she did? She wrapped herself in a blanket to give me a hug. Like the whole head and everything. She just wrapped herself up. I was like, really, Mom? She's like, don't touch me.
Don't touch me.
No, she's like, don't touch me.
Don't touch her. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's not my place to say whether I think something is excessive or not, because I mean, you protect yourself the way you want to protect yourself.
Yeah.
me, I'm not gonna say I'm not afraid to hug people. I'm not gonna just be hugging and dapping and everybody I come across, but like my mom or dad or whatever, yeah, I would. You know what I mean? But not like Jordan from work. Like, no, I don't. No, we're not touching.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's harder for like Hazel and like Joy understands, Caleb understands, so he'll like, oh, air hug, but Hazel doesn't. She's 3, and well, she's my niece, you guys, sorry, I should be like, this is my niece Hazel. She's 3, so she'll just come up to me and be like, Tia, and like just grab me, and I'm not gonna be like, get out of my way, like push out the way. No, she's my niece. And then Leon, he'll like grab my hand, and he just turned 1, so he's like walking, and he sees me, he gets excited, so I'm not gonna be like, get away from me. But my older niece and nephew, they're like, they understand more, so they're just like, no, they'll back away. But even though they'll like try to come up to me and give me a hug, and they're like, wait, we can't, and they'll back away. Maya just follows whatever Joy does. So
good. That's her cue to be a good influence, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's about, I guess, what I'm looking forward to getting married. I mean, I have my family reunion this summer.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
You know, I guess it's, you know, it's in July, so it's a good chance it might still happen. But yeah, other than that, I mean, summer's not my thing, really. Like, I know a lot of people get excited about summer. Oh, it's warm, we're gonna go outside and cook out and do. I love fall. Fuck summer.
No, I love summer.
Fall is my shit.
I love summer, but I love summer a lot more when I lived in Cali, because I got to go to the beach or go to SeaWorld.
Ooh.
Yeah, you guys don't have anything over here. So
Fuck SeaWorld, the imprisonment of all the whales.
hey, it was fun when I was little, and I used to live there. It was super fun. Before
all the whales started dying.
They weren't dying when I was going. They were quite alive, and they were doing shows, so it was all good. My mom worked at SeaWorld, so we always got free family passes, and we always knew exactly when the dolphins were gonna jump and Shamu was gonna pop up. I knew everything.
Yeah, I think Shamu's dead now, isn't he?
Hey. He's in my heart.
But anyway, but yeah, fall is my joint. Like, I don't like summer. I mean, I don't not like summer. I like all the seasons, honestly. Like, I can find something to appreciate in all seasons. But fall is my joint. I like when it starts getting cool, when the leaves change. I love Halloween. I like pumpkin shit. I like
Yes, it's pumpkin. Yeah.
I like fall. Like, fall is my favorite season. I like winter because, well, I used to like winter. Not as much as I'm older. I hate the cold these days. Like, I used to not care about the cold. To me, it's like, I love snow. I love weather. That's a big thing of mine. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, if it's going to be cold, it better snow. I don't like cold for the sake of cold anymore. Like, when it's freaking 5 degrees outside, it's like, why is it 5 degrees outside? I don't like it. But I also don't like when it's 95 degrees outside. But I also like that Ohio has that. I like that it can be 5 degrees or 95 degrees
in the same week.
Right. I like having all of those seasons. You know, I don't know if I would like, I mean, for vacation, yes, purposes, but like Miami or Cali, when it's just like 70 every day, like, that would drive me crazy.
So us moving to Cali is a no-go?
I mean, you can travel to the mountains in Cali and experience the winter and the snow. But yeah, just having the same weather all year round just seems boring to me. Like, I like the different changes and looking forward to something. Like Cali, it doesn't rain often. Like, what am I looking for? I'm a weather person, so what am I looking forward to in Cali? Like,
you get to look forward to what is it?
Like, I would just
earthquakes.
stop tracking the weather altogether in Cali, because like,
no, you wouldn't.
I would. What am I looking forward to?
You can track the earthquakes. And be like,
ooh,
there's one coming.
I can't wait till those 2 clouds I see on radar pass overhead. Like, no, it seems very boring. So I don't know, but I like to encompass all the seasons. But yeah, I'm still like, when I was younger, when it was cold, it was fine. But now I'm like, when it drops below like 40, I'm like, no, it's freezing out here. I can't do it no more. I don't know what it is about. The older I get, the more sensitive my body is to the cold. I can't do it. I used to have I still wear my light jacket these days, but
you still do.
I do.
Even though I bought you my mom excuse me, my mom bought you a winter.
I wore that spider jacket when it dropped below like 25.
No, the new winter jacket she got you.
I wore that too when it dropped below like 20. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but then
I'm not gonna wear it when it'd be like 45 degrees, 40 degrees. She's like, why aren't you wearing a new jacket? It's not cold enough.
This is not cold enough. And then it's like a degree before. He's like, oh wow, that's too cold. I'm like, really?
Yeah, man. I'm those temperatures. I'm sensitive to it. Like anything over 40, I'm pretty much cool. Drop below 40, I'm like, it's a little cold out here. And then when it's like 12 degrees for no reason, I'm like, nah, I don't like it. No. So yeah, I guess for summer this year, yeah, looking forward to getting married. I got my family reunion.
You know what? I don't even care about like stuff being open. The only thing I want is, because they said like May 1st, like certain things are gonna start being open and whatnot. The only thing I'm looking forward to is like the whole lift of us being able to be together. Like that's the only thing I'm worried about. Once that happens, I'll be cool. I don't care if store's still closed, whatever. As long as we can have, it's safe for us to be with family, then I think I'll be okay.
Yeah, so I know they're supposed to be trying to phase things back in order May 1st. That's the goal that
and I am so scared of that
they're suggesting right now, May 1st. We'll see. It's just gonna be small. It's not gonna just everything's gonna be open at once. It's gonna be small. They're gonna come up with a plan and start implementing it May 1st. So we'll see what that is. Probably like small things first, like the barbershops or something like that.
You know what that reminds me of though? There's like those Facebook memes or like, yeah, stuff might be opening up on May 1st. I'm gonna let y'all handle it first and see how you guys react. And then I'll decide if I want to go out.
I saw this one meme. It was like, how they put out the new iPhone and it's a piece of crap, and then they put out the other iPhone with all the fixes. It was like, I don't want outside. Give me outside S. Like I don't want the initial outside. Like, I'm good. Like don't give me the initial outside. Nah, y'all can have it. See what it does. Y'all can work out all the kinks and the bugs, and then I'll come out. Oh, guess what? You aren't from Ohio.
I'm not from Ohio.
Now, when did you move to Ohio?
2001.
2000. How old were you?
No, was it 2001? I was about 7, 8.
You make it seem like you were so much older when you moved to Ohio.
No.
You just make it seem that way. I miss Cali with it. Summertime in Cali and blah. It's 7. You shouldn't.
7 or 8.
Whatever.
Like
anyway.
I think it was.
Well, yeah, you were here then. Never mind. I was gonna say, were you here when the cicadas were out? You were here.
Oh yeah, those ugly.
Yeah, they said they're coming back this year. Well, they said it won't be the big one. It would be like a smaller one, so there'll be 1 million of them. But the big one will be next summer.
That just gave me chills.
So,
you know why?
Why?
Because I was.
Did you eat one?
No. Even worse. I was on Kings Island and I was on a roller coaster, and I think it was.
I couldn't imagine Kings Island should just not even be open next year, or because like
this year, yeah.
I mean, but this year's gonna be a small one, and next year's gonna be the big one, where it's gonna be like a couple billion of them.
Yeah, no. So, you just gave me chills just saying that. So I was on the roller coaster. It's called the Racer. And
the one that goes backwards and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, we happened to go like under some trees or whatever, and a cicada flew on my chest, and I'm like on the roller coaster, and I see it like trying to crawl, and I scream so loud. I was like, ah, and the person like behind like, yeah, scream it out. I was like, no, there's a cicada in my shirt, and it was going, and then it like went down because I was wearing a tank top, and I was like, oh yeah, I wear a tank top because it's hot. When I saw that bug, I was like, no, I was like doing all that. I can imagine being on a roller coaster with all the cicadas. For those that don't know, that don't live in places that get them, they're like a form of a locust, and they invade. They come out every 17 years. I thought it was 7.
17.
17?
Yep. Well, you got some that's like different broods that come out at different times, but the one that was back then with the red beady eyes, and they're black with the red beady, they come out every yellow? 17. No, they're black.
Oh.
Black with the red beady eyes. show you a picture if I can find one. But
I thought they were yellow with the beady eyes. That's what they look like, and they're like longer.
well, they probably got a kind that's like
Yeah,
that.
no, we have some cicadas now that come out.
Yeah, like you have a different form of a locust. I think that comes out every year.
And they're the ones that kind of just focus. Yeah, they stay on the trees only, right? And you hear them like in August. So you hear them a lot in August, like.
Yeah, the kind that we're talking about, those are the ones that like they fly around
everywhere,
and you
babe,
know about them,
babe. And we have a bunch of trees when we first walk in.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be crazy. Like they said some of them are gonna come out this year, and then
but they don't hurt, right? They're not like
no, they're just annoying, but they don't respect you. They
really
fly
don't.
all into you. They're hard. Your windshields are gonna be disgusting because they just fly and smack, and they basically only come out, breed, die, and then they spend 17 years underground maturing to come out, breed, and die. Which is weird, but yeah, every 17 years. Look like that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, see, the wing is yellow. That's why.
Yeah, but the body's black. They have the red beady eyes. I might could put a picture of it for you guys on the whatever this is called, the video version.
Whatever this is called.
But yeah, they're freaking terrible.
And you know what?
Yeah, so they have some come out this year, but then the big one next year.
Yeah, it was funny because I think it was maybe the second year I lived in Ohio was when they came out, and I didn't know any of them. I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, I think I was in 5th or 6th grade when they came out. So I was maybe 11, maybe 12.
Yeah.
And yeah, they were ridiculous. Like, but then like people eat them and turn them into shakes.
No, not even that. People would like collect them. They would take them and like put them in glass jars. Cause I remember like my art teacher when they first came out, she was like, "Yeah, collect them. We'll take the wings." She would like take the wings off, and I was like, "What are you doing? This is not cute."
That's my theory of artists are kind of masochist and crazy.
Serial killers.
That's a different podcast.
That's in the mind.
That'll be our crime. Yeah, in the mind of an artist.
Ooh, I can't wait till those come up.
I like to dismember animals, and I'm like, yeah, you're crazy.
Serial killer.
Get out. It's gonna be weird to do in the mind of, because I'm like, for the people that I know and that I'm actually friends with, family and all of that, they can come. But like the people that I don't know if I want them at my house. I might have to take it to a mutual place or like go to their house, because I'm like, I don't know if I want. Like once I branch out to start talking to people that I don't know personally, you know what I mean? Like I don't want you to come to my house if I don't really know you.
Yeah, absolutely not. Because I can run around naked and I'd be like, babe, what is this?
Well, you would know that I'm having the interview. You're not gonna just come out naked and not know that Bean is in the freaking.
No, I'm gonna do that one challenge that's going around.
You come out and just drop the towel.
Yeah.
When I'm playing the game. I do want to play Final Fantasy. I might ignore you. I'm not gonna lie. Like if I'm playing Final Fantasy 7, I might ignore you.
If y'all don't know the challenge, there's a challenge out there. I saw it on Facebook where I think it's either the
was
girl.
Your first time seeing it today when you shot the video? Oh yeah, it's been going around for like about a week now. Maybe 2 weeks.
Apparently, is like if your man or boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever is playing a video game, and you're supposed to like walk out naked to see their reaction, and I was like, oh, it's funny. The one I sent, I like screenshotted it for him. Was this guy like she like takes off a towel, but see the girl like she just throws a towel at the guy's playing video. He turns around, he's like, oh hey, and then he gets up and like goes after her, and he like slips and eats the ground.
He slides and she threw the towel at him, and he's like babe, what the hell? Like he's ignoring her. Then he like look over, he was like, oh he was like, oh yeah. Then he starts running towards her, like, and he slips and falls, and it was hilarious. I don't know, that'd be me depending on what I'm playing. Call of Duty, sure. Final Fantasy, I'm like, babe, you know I'm playing the game.
I know, I'd be like, dang.
And I just gave you some. No, but yeah, I can't, like, I don't know. I'd be conflicted. I mean, every game has a pause button though, so I would definitely pause my business and then come
pause,
back and finish the game. Like, unpause. But yeah. I would do a Vampire Diaries update, but nah, we don't need to. Next week. We'll do it next week.
I mean, we could. I feel like last week our mood was different. I feel like our mood now is better.
Yeah, you was in a bad mood.
So were you.
Mood was in. I don't know. I was fine. I was like, so give it a Vampire Diaries update. He was like, that's okay. I was like, I guess that's it, guys.
What? Okay, I would say I'm liking season 6.
Okay.
And I'm liking that one better. I feel like it was just so much. When it first came out, I was like, what, 16, I think? When it first came out, I was like, what, 2009?
Yeah, probably, because
Yeah.
I started watching it when Lydia was in college, and it was already like in his 4th season or so. So yeah, probably around there.
So I feel like when I was younger, I would have liked it a lot more because I would have been in that little like, oh, the whatever vampire love, blah blah blah. But I'm 27 years old, so like I'm watching it and I'm like, I can't. I
mean,
can't.
it's not Twilight, so don't like for the listeners. Don't make it seem like it's some Twilight shit.
It's not super Twilight, but
like it's very dark and bloody. Like they rip parts out, eat people. Like it's bloody. It's a very adult. It's not like Twilight where it's like no, like sparkle in the sun.
The first 2 seasons, I would say it was kind of like Twilight.
It was. I said once they got out of high school.
Yeah, but they don't get out of high school until like almost season 4.
I forgot it was that long.
Yeah. See, this is how he got me. He told me
it was that long.
He's like, yeah, once they get out of high school, it gets so much better.
It was after season 3, they was out of high school.
No, it's like season 4. And I'm like,
that was my bad.
That's why I was like, I'm not enjoying this because like it's still like lovey-dovey high school like mumbo jumbo, and for some reason like how did the teachers not know that their students were not there? Like these students, like they're supposed to be high school students, and they were just gone half the time of the TV show. I'm like, did they not report like absence?
Kind of reminds me of another show that I would try to get you on another show after this. Maybe not after this, but like in the future. But I really don't think you will like it.
What?
I think you might. But since you mentioned like being 27 and that
what is it?
Buffy, such an amazing show.
I seen that already.
The whole thing?
I think Okay. I used to watch it when it was on, came on.
That show, that was my jam. Yeah. That was another show that I didn't watch while it was out, and it was like I have a couple of things where like I just got into when I was older. Like I literally got on maybe like Amazon and was just like on a whim, was just bought the whole like series. I was just like, hope I like it. Loved it. I did that with Harry Potter. Just bought all 8 movies on Blu-ray on a whim. Was like, let's do it.
I liked was it True Blood?
You like True Blood? I didn't like that show.
Yeah,
that was.
I liked it, but then like it came on HBO, right? Mm-hmm. And then I stopped watching it because I didn't have HBO access anymore. So
now,
my mom really liked it. I think we watched the first season.
Like, what do I like more between Vampire Diaries and True Blood? True Blood is.
I feel like True Blood's like real like adult like.
There's a lot of titties in True Blood, so that makes it
adult-ish. I'm not a big fan of that either. Like
titties.
Yeah.
Everyone likes titties. What are you talking about? But
and we edit that part out.
Cause I like True Blood, but it had its moments where I was just like, all right, come on now. But like I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think I liked all the seasons. Yeah.
How many are there?
6 maybe.
Okay.
And they're like HBO, so I'm pretty sure they're like shorter seasons. So they might be like, but they're full hours though.
Okay.
Versus like how Vampire Diaries is an hour show, but after the commercials on Netflix, it's like 44 minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 40. I think the most it was like 42 minutes.
Yeah, but like HBO, it's like no, they're going to be 50 something minutes to an hour. But it was a good show. It had, like I said, it had its moments where I was just like, all right, come on now. But you know, basically, it was kind of like on the same realm as Vampire Diaries. Was like each season is like a different bad guy, if you will. So, but it's good.
So back
like
to
10 episodes a season or something.
Back to Vampire
Diaries.
I would. My thing is the first 4 seasons, you're gonna kind of get if you haven't ever seen it and you're watching it, whatever age you are, maybe if you're younger you might like it, but if you're a lot older, the first 4 seasons is kind of like the love story. Season 5 it's like a love story, but it's like ending, and then like it might be creating something in season 5, but then season 6 it gets better because you're starting to see. I feel like right now what I'm noticing is that they're trying to figure out, like, people are popping up and you're like, okay, like, and then you're trying to figure out, okay, why is he popping up? Because like they give you little hints from the earlier seasons, so you have to watch it from season 1 all the way through, because certain characters just pop up and you're like, what the heck? And then they'll tell a story like what happened like many years ago, and you're like, oh, I remember he's saying this, and then I'm like, then it goes all the way up to 6. So I'm at season 6 right now, and I'm like, oh yeah, I do remember that happening in season 4 or 3, but I lost count of it because the whole Elena drama mama thing. So
See, I like when you watch series like this, like on Netflix. It's like, yeah, for you, season 2 was 2 weeks ago. You know what I mean? When you like watching it live, it was like, damn, season 2 was like 5 years ago. Like, I don't remember. Like, refresh my memory. You know what I mean? Like, for you, it was like 2 weeks ago, which is perfect. Because you're like, of course I remember that. Like, it just happened last week.
Yeah.
But to us, like, when you're watching it, it's like, that was like 3 full years ago. Like,
because I told him, I watched season 1 when it first aired, and I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna get into it. I was like, it was too much like mama jama, like it was just like ugh. So then when he put it on, like, how long ago we started watching? Like 2 weeks ago?
Probably 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks max.
Yeah. And I'm already on season 6, so that tells you how much time I'm spending to watch this TV show.
Yeah, she be still up when I get home from work watching Vampire Diaries. I'm like, go to bed, babe.
I'm like, but I'm so close. So close. Yeah, so what I just saw my train of thought, what I was going to say. I don't know. Anyways, what I'm saying is just get through season 1 to 4. Get through it. Season 5 is like a up and down. Season 6 is where I feel like it gets better, even from episode 1 of season 6. So I'm not going to spoil it, but it does get better. And they're more adults.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
I think that they're more adult. That makes it better. Like I said, once they graduated high school, that first year of college, and I don't think they go to college anymore. Did they like dropped out? Did they? I don't remember.
I feel like they're there, but they're like they don't even go to class.
Yeah, so it's like
they were when they were in high school. Like we went to high school, but we're just never going to class.
But yeah, so it's like they're more adult, so you get like more adult situations and things like that.
Well, I think I noticed is like when it first aired, they were like the actors were adults, so they had to play like high schoolers. But I feel like now in season 6, they're adults acting like adults, so it's like more entertaining for me because I'm seeing them act
their age.
Yeah, their age. So not like they're acting like, oh, I'm 15 or whatever, and I'm still, except for what's his face, Jeremy. I'm like, he's still in high school.
Yeah, I think he was like a freshman when Elena was a senior. So like.
And they keep talking like, yeah, you have not been to high school. And he's like drinking a lot in season 6. I'm like, of course, that's what they do.
He's a grown man now. He's died twice. Let him be.
I think he died 3 times.
He's died at least 20 times.
Yeah.
Because he had the ring. Well, no, he didn't die as much times as Matt. Matt always dies.
Oh my God.
But like, Jeremy only died a few times.
No, you know who died a lot? Rebecca. That girl got stabbed so many times in the heart.
I feel so bad for her. Like, she'd be trying to live her life and then be like, nope.
You know what's weird?
Go to sleep for a while.
You know what's weird is that I want to finish this season and I want to watch the originals. Yeah, just because I was like,
if you watch it, I'll watch it with you since I never watched it.
Okay.
I'll watch it with you.
Let's watch it. Just because I want to see why, and I think it was, season 5, the originals just disappear. And I'm like, what?
They went to Nowlands.
They're Nowlands. So I really want to know because I think it's Marcus, he's like the Asian black guy, whatever vampire thing. He seems very interesting, and I'm like, what scheme?
I've heard. Lydia and one of my friends, Jay, says Originals is a really good show. So I haven't watched it. And another spinoff, The Legacies.
Yeah,
Lydia says she watches that and she likes it. So.
Yeah, and then I feel like because the reason why I want to watch the originals is because YouTube ruins a lot of things for me. But they'll do like clips of like Vampire Diaries cast are like crossing into the originals, and then some of the Vampire Diary people are in the
that'd be kind of cool because
is it Legacy you said?
Yeah. Alaric is like a kind of want to tell you at first because when you asked me was that a Lark in the back and I was just like no, he's like it's a Legacy, so it's like he kind of want to tell you that he came back to life before it happened. So but yeah, he's like I could say it's kind of like a Professor X type of thing. I think he runs like a school that has like werewolves and vampires and whatnot.
But apparently Jeremy appears in Legacy.
Oh, that's pretty dope then.
Yeah,
because he goes away for a while.
Yeah, because I was like, they were like showing me on YouTube, like I've been trying to skip all the vampire stuff because I'm still watching Vampire Diaries, but they're showing me like the originals, and so they'll like show like bloopers.
Don't watch those either, because those might ruin stuff that happened in Vampire Diaries as well.
That's what but they're like, oh wait, like I'm not trying to watch as much, but like the Legacy ones, they said like there's like certain clips that Jeremy pops was like, no, I am Jeremy, and I'm like, what? So
yeah, so I say don't watch too much of those, because it might ruin things that happen toward the end of Vampire Diaries. That if it ruins for you, it's just like, well, I might as well not finish, because I know how it's going to end. You know what I mean? So, yeah, don't do that.
But it's hard because you two just be out here just trying to give me all the stuff. I'm like, stop! I don't need to look all the extra credit.
They be giving you game. But yeah, don't do that. Like I only do that like after like I'm legitimately like done with a show, because I know it's gonna ruin.
Well, I have watched them, but I only watched them all the way up to whatever season I am on. So like I watched
the bloopers from past seasons. So that's fine. You can do that.
I watched the past seasons. So
I don't know if I ever watched Vampire Diaries bloopers. I gotta try that, because I love bloopers, and I watch bloopers to most of the shows that I like. So I have to try that.
They're pretty funny ones.
I gotta do that. So yeah, I think that's pretty much
This might be our podcast.
Pretty much it. Our longest podcast yet.
Who's Miss Gloria?
Oh, the way that I was supposed to give the ride from
Well, he got 2 rides
from Uber. Yeah, you want to talk about them?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
All right, give us a second and we'll talk about it. Some more YouTube exclusives here. Now, we really have to pee.
I was like, we got to pee.
But since no one watches our complete videos, they're definitely not going to still be watching an hour and 2 minutes in. They're not going to be watching this.
This is our longest podcast. I feel like now we're in a groove, so we know what we're doing.
Natural, and we have like our list that we pretty much followed verbatim almost. So, and
we kind of hit. We went off. I think we fed a lot better with each other.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
like good segues and whatnot.
I feel like last week we both weren't just like.
And it was on a Sunday. It was a different day, and I think
it was super late. And we were just
then it was like we still filmed super late, so we just really was not into it.
Yeah,
and yeah. So, you ready?
Yep.
And we're back. So, did you guys like that O'Reilly sponsor there? But
all right, start off with the ride today, because you know how much I do not like you doing that.
She hates when I give rides to strangers. How? Come on, guys. Really? No, I'm joking.
No.
But no, I haven't done it in a long time. I haven't been asked in a long time. That's probably why I haven't done it in a long time. Because usually if I'm asked, I do it.
No, but the funny thing is, like, you don't tell me till after you do it. You're like, hey, babe.
I'm going to call you and be like, hey, babe, this person wants a ride from Kroger. Should I do it?
You should. So if I know something goes up missing, I won't be like, what happened to my babe? At least text me like, hey, babe.
I feel like I could take her. I feel like I could take her.
If you tell me she was he's a recovering meth addict.
Don't ruin it. You gotta let me tell the story. All
right, go ahead, babe. Ready? Story time.
So I believe in Kroger's. Look, we always say Kroger's, but honestly, it's just Kroger. So I was leaving Kroger. I know that was so pointless to say, but whatever.
Kroger's.
But yeah, so I'm leaving Kroger, and the lady's like, I'm listening to the podcast, the JBP Boys. I'm listening to that, like, whoop, whoop, whoop. And I hear her talking, but I'm like, I think she's talking to me because like there's no one else around, so like she must be talking to me. So I'm like, she had like a purse and shit, so I could tell that she wasn't like homeless or like real vagabondish. You know what I mean? Like, I could tell.
The ones from downtown, like when I get off the exit to go to my job, they got backpacks and they're homeless.
But she had a purse. I'm saying, when I want a backpack, it was a purse.
Okay.
That's the difference in a backpack.
Was it a fancy purse?
No. Okay. She could afford a fancy ass purse. She could afford a ride home. So she's like, hey, can you if I pay you, could you give me a ride home? I'm like, so I pause. I'm just like, I take a deep breath. I'm like, where are you going? Then she describes where she's going. I don't know where the hell that's at, because I don't really know my way around here like that. So I'm just like, but the way she explained it, she made it like it wasn't that far. But I've been burned before and took some rides home that was fucking far as shit, and I was pissed. But so she was just like, So she just goes, oh, it's over there by the, blah, 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 the hotel, blah, 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 by the McDonald's, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay. I'm like, all right, let's roll. So let me get in the car. We started driving. I'm asking her directions and shit because I don't know where I'm going. And she's like, how much gas money do you want? Now, I've never been a stickler for gas money. Like, pay me what you feel is right. I'm not going to charge you $15 to take you around the corner type of person. Like, that's not me. So I'm just like, whatever you feel is right. So she takes out $3 goddamn. And I already said whatever you feel is right. So I didn't want to be like, bitch, I will put you out right now for $3 goddamn. Because she's talking about how Lyft, she was trying to call Lyft or whatever, but I guess they didn't have any drivers out in her area or tried to do Lyft on the app or whatever the fuck. I don't know. It might have been a lie. I don't care. Whatever. You wanted a ride, I gave you a ride. I don't care if it was a lie or whatever, because Lyft always has some drivers still come. Like, Lyft does not have no drivers available. But whatever. But I'm like, if you would have got a Lyft or a Uber or something, it would have been more than $3. Granted, she probably only went like, it may have been 10 minutes away at the max. So that might have been like 3 or 4 miles. But either way, $3? Like, that's a disgrace. And then on the way there, she's telling me like, she's just talking, and I'm not really talking back. I'm just saying, yeah. The shit you give people that you don't really want to talk to. So then she's like, she said something. I could tell she's not from the area. So I said, oh, you're new to the area? She's like, yeah. She said, I'm from Tulsa. And I'm like, Tulsa? I'm like, well, what made you come here? You got family or something up here? She said, yeah, I got some buddies of mine up here. So I came up here to get clean.
Keyword, buddies. That's not. Way to go, babe.
She said, yeah, I got some buddies up here. I came up here to get clean. And she's like, because she said she worked at the Kroger. So she worked there. She does a little shopping list crap. That you come to checklist and you come to put the groceries in your car or whatever. So she does that. So she's like, yeah, I came up here to get clean, And she's like, yeah, I just knew I wasn't gonna be able to get clean where I was, because I know too many people. I know how to get it. She's like, I'm trying to get clean. That basically she was saying meth, like she was on meth. And I'm just like, a meth head. And then I was like, well, maybe you really could only afford that $3. So I was like, all right. So yeah, she said she came up here because it helps that she doesn't know anybody up here, so she can't really get it. So she's like, but she hasn't been clean that long. But I guess she's new. So she said she's been clean for 3 weeks. I'm like, oh, okay, that's good.
Man, Kroger's must be desperate if they're hiring her. She's only been clean for 3 weeks. They said we pick up anybody from the streets.
I reckon that means they couldn't have drug tested her. I'm sure. I mean, unless meth, this doesn't. She could have got some piss from somewhere else. I mean, people do it. So
Kroger's like, we're desperate. We need anybody and everybody. Yeah. Front line, go.
That was hilarious, though. I was like, I bet. $3 goddamn. I was like, $3? That's all you got? It's $3?
And you know how he tells me the story? He goes, so I know you hate when I do this. And I'm like, oh, what did you do? I was like, what did you do? He's like, so I gave somebody a ride. I'm like, really? And the thing is, he doesn't text me. Like, just give me a text like, hey, babe, I got somebody in the car. We're going to this location. I'll be cool. So I can be like, all right, he ain't back. I'm gonna call 911 or I'm gonna follow him where he at.
Just send you my location. Like, I know you can send locations, but can you like have a tracker type of location sent to you?
I don't know.
Like, I know I can send you where I'm currently at, but like, can it follow me to where I'm going elsewhere? I don't know. Listeners, let us know.
Yeah.
So yeah. Oh, and Miss Gloria, that's the one that I was supposed to call the Uber for to pick her up from Restaurant Depot. So she's supposed to pick up from Restaurant Depot. Basically, this is me being too damn nice and talking too much. Miss Gloria, she's someone who works at my job. She doesn't work with me. She works in environmental services. And she's like this old, like 79-year-old Nigerian lady. Pain in the ass. She's cool, but she's a pain in the ass. Couldn't stand her when I first started working there. Or when I first met her, couldn't stand her because she doesn't know how to talk to people. She just, like, whatever. So she was talking or whatever, and she was saying, cause we got like these pops that we sell, like cases of pop or whatever. And so she was saying she bought some and she was walking to the bus stop. I guess she takes the bus. So she's walking to the bus stop and she fell. So I'm thinking like, I'll say, Miss Gloria, you can't be carrying that heavy stuff going to the bus. You need to get a ride.
Cue nice guy right now.
Yeah, I was just saying you need to get a ride or whatever. And she was saying, she catches the bus, or sometimes, her kids. I was like, well, you gotta get like a Uber or something. And she said, I don't know how to do Uber. I don't know how to do that. And da 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 da. So I'm like. So she was just like, you weren't here, so I couldn't. I was like, you didn't call me. I'm just fucking around. I'm just joking. I said,
strike number 2.
it was just a joke. I was just talking. I'm like, so I said, you didn't call me. And she's like, I don't have number. You don't give me your number. I don't have it. It's like, if I get your number, would you be able to call me Uber or whatever? I'm like, sure, Miss Gloria, I could do that for you. So fast forward to the next day, she's supposed to call me so I can call her Uber. She never calls me. I set my alarm to wake my ass up early in the morning. I work third shift. I don't get home till 4. So I set my alarm to wake me up at like 8 in the morning so I can be up for her damn Uber, right? She never calls me. So I see her that night at work. And she said, no, she had a doctor's appointment or whatever, so she didn't go, blah, 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 blah. So she said, I'm going to go tomorrow morning. This was now Wednesday morning, maybe, or Thursday morning, something like that, whatever. So I was asleep. I didn't get the call, right? But I just missed the call. I looked at my phone and said 2 minutes ago. Now, I don't know the number because she called, because she doesn't, first of all, she doesn't have a cell phone. So let's preface that. She does not have a cell phone. She's an old school, old lady that can't get with the times. So I'm like, she doesn't have a cell phone. So she's going to call me from the Restaurant Depot number. So she calls me. I got a missed call. I'm like, okay. So I Googled the number. It says Restaurant Depot. I'm like, cool. But it's Restaurant Depot. I can't just call Restaurant Depot back. Like, hey, is that old African lady still over there? Like, so I'm thinking she'll call me back because it's just said missed call 2 minutes ago. I'm thinking like she'll call me back. She never called me back. So the next night I see her, or that night I see her. And she's just like, you did me wrong. You did not answer phone. I called you. The guy said he called you 2 times and you no answer. I said the guy only called me once, and I said, I missed the call. I said 2 minutes ago. So I said, I waited. No one ever called me back. I mean, she was cool about it eventually, but I'm just like, if you're waiting on a ride from somebody who only calls somebody one time.
Shoot.
And it's from Restaurant Depot. It ain't like you called me from your cell phone. You need to get a cell phone. If you called me from your cell phone, I could have just called you back. Hey, Miss Gloria, what's up? You want me to call the Uber now? Cool.
Yeah.
You called me from Restaurant Depot.
Shoot. The one day that I had asked you to pick me up from the car show, I called you like 10 times.
I'm dead to the world.
I know. I still didn't get it. I said, don't worry, I got it. He calls me back like 2 hours later. Babe, I'm ready at Kroger's. I'm going home now.
But nah, let me tell you how this got started though. Yeah, let me take out the real story. So she's supposed to be at the car place at 8 a.m. I set my alarm for 8 a.m. because I'm like, she should be there. That's when that's when her appointment is, to get her car fixed. So I'm like, all right, so she should be rolling in, and while she's talking to the guy, getting it set up, blah, 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 I could get dressed and start heading in that direction. 8 a.m., my alarm goes off. She's next to me snoring. I'm like,
why you gotta add the snoring part?
you was dead to the world. So I tap on her and I said, babe.
It wasn't tap. It was like,
I nudged her. I said, babe.
Yeah.
And she goes, huh? I said, isn't your appointment at 8 o'clock? And she goes, yeah. I'm like, well, it's 8 o'clock. And she's like, oh, she jumps up and she does. So I'm like, then she gets ready, gets dressed, brushes her teeth, blah, blah, blah.
Me panicking should have got you up. I'm like, okay, babe.
No, because my whole goal was, I don't need to wake up when you leave the house. I just got to be up by the time your appointment is, so then I can head your direction. So you still in the house, so it's like, and I didn't mean to fall back asleep, but I'm like, you getting ready and what am I doing? Like, you still gotta go there. Like, I'm chilling. So next thing I know, I wake up and it's like 2 hours later. It's like 10:30. I'm like, shit. I check my phone. I see like mass text. Babe, I'm ready. Here's the address. Babe. She's like,
I'm going to Kroger.
I'm going to Kroger. She's like, I'm back now. She's like, car's ready. Never mind. I'm like, so then I call her back like, hey, what are you doing? She's like, I'm at Walmart. I'm just like, oh, okay.
He's like, you want me to meet you there? I was like, no.
You want me to meet you at Walmart?
I was like, no. He's like, where else you going? You want me to help you? No, I got it. I'm all good.
I'm just like, okay,
I come home and he gives me a hug like, hey, babe. I'm like, it's okay. Don't worry about it.
And then she was all pissy.
Yeah, it was. I was for a second, because I was like, he had one. No, you know why it made me pissy? Because the last time, remember the whole internet thing, when I had told you the internet guy coming between 12:30 and 1.
Oh yeah.
And you were dead to the world that day too, and I called, and apparently the cable guy was like, the internet guy, he like was knocking on the door. He's like, yeah, and he's calling me. He's like, hey, like I knocked on the door, like nobody's there. I'm like, no, my fiance's there. Like he is there. You just gotta knock a little louder. He's like, dude, he's like, I've been knocking, like nothing there. I call him, he calls me, and I'm going right into my class. So I'm like, I can't really be answering my phone. So he's like, yeah. I was like, the cable guy, the internet guy has been calling, knocking on the door, and you have not been answering. He's like, where are you at? And he's like, no, he hasn't. I'm like, yes, he has.
Yeah, I'm like, there's no way he's been knocking on the door and I'm just sleeping through a knock. I can't even sleep through a sneeze, but I'm sleeping through a knock on the door.
Yeah. So, and I called him like several times a day. I was like, I think I had called like 7 times. It was like and I texted him, I was like, babe, like, are you up, babe? The guy's there. He's knocking on the door, babe. Yeah.
I called him though. You don't need leave that part out. He was still in the parking lot, and I went down there, and he was cool with it. He came back up and installed the internet. So
yeah, you were lucky, because
I'm just saying, we got to end off with what really happened.